Golden FM 97.5.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on the Golden Sunrise National and World News. In the headlines, President Tinubu signs Nigerian insurance industry reform bill into law. Federal government forecast 5-day flash flood in 19 states. IGP promotes Bayelsa-born officer who rejected $17,000 bribe. Bayelsa government constitutes fact-finding committee to investigate Anibese chieftaincy tussle. On the foreign scene, Rwanda agrees to take 250 migrants from U.S. Details coming up shortly.
This is your Golden 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
Many thanks once again for joining us on the Golden Sunrise National and World News. I am Moye Stiving, and now the details. President Bola Tinubu has signed the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Bill 2025 into law. President Tinubu assented to the bill on Tuesday to strengthen Nigeria's financial sector and accelerate the nation's march towards a $1 trillion economy. In a statement by Mr. Bayo Ononuga, Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to the President, said the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025 repeals and consolidates several outdated insurance laws into a single modern legal framework. Mr. Ononuga explained that the new act provides for comprehensive regulation and supervision of all insurance and reinsurance businesses operating within Nigeria. The federal government has predicted heavy rainfall from August 5th to August 9th, 2025 that may trigger flooding across 19 states and 76 locations. The states to be affected in the Niger Delta region include Akwa Ibom and Cross River. The warning issued on Tuesday by the National Flood Early Warning System Center of the Federal Ministry of Environment called on stakeholders and residents to take urgent precautionary measures. This comes as devastating floods struck Ogun and Gombe states on Tuesday, with other states including Lagos, Plateau, Anambra and Delta also affected by the disaster. Mr. Sule Lamido, the former governor of Jigawa State, has claimed that President Bola Tinubu will remove Chief Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory FCT, once his political interest in the South-South is secured. Mr. Lamido made this assertion while speaking on a TV program on Tuesday night. According to him, President Tinubu appointed Chief Wike for a specific political purpose, and once it is accomplished, the former Rivers State governor will be dismissed. Senator David Umahi, Minister of Works, says the Southeast geopolitical zone will produce Nigeria's president someday, but not in the 2027 elections. Senator Umahi, who said this in a statement, appealed to the people of the zone to support President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid. It was said to be responding to an online publication entitled "The Politics of Asphalt: Why is the Southeast Missing from the Map?" The minister described the report as misleading and inaccurate, stressing that it aimed to portray the President Tinubu administration as sidelined in the Southeast in infrastructure development. Meanwhile, some stakeholders in the PDP, African Democratic Congress ADC, and Labour Party LP have criticized the Minister of Works for urging the Southeast to back President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid in 2027. They condemned Senator Umahi's statement in separate interviews. Mr. Omoyele Sowore, a former presidential candidate and human rights activist, has faulted the rotational presidency in Nigeria. Mr. Sowore, in an interview program on the national television, says the country should be interested in a president who will run Nigeria better, irrespective of his region. According to him, every presidential hopeful should be given a chance irrespective of their region. The human rights activist explained that certain parameters like qualifications, manifestos, among others, should be considered rather than the person's geopolitical zone. The Human and Environmental Development Agenda Resource Center, HEDA, has called on the Senate to go beyond its current crackdown on crude oil theft and hold international oil companies, IOCs, accountable for decades of environmental destruction and economic injustice in the Niger Delta. In a statement signed by Mr. Onlarewaju Suraju, its chairman, had welcomed the Senate's renewed legislative attention to oil-related crimes, but warned that justice for the Niger Delta must extend beyond local theft to include the long-term impacts of multinational oil operations. He accused IOCs of attempting to quietly divest their onshore assets and exit Nigeria without addressing the devastation to host communities. Mr. Suraju was reacting to a recent meeting between the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on Crude Oil Theft and Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, the Inspector General of Police. The committee, chaired by Senator Ned Nwoko, had emphasized the need for enhanced intelligence sharing and security coordination to safeguard Nigeria's oil infrastructure. Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, the Inspector General of Police, has named Mr. Sentome Obi, a Bayelsa-born who refused to accept $17,000 bribe in a murder case, as Police Officer of the Year 2024. Mr. Egbetokun, who disclosed that over 10,000 police officers have been promoted since 2023 through a transparent, merit-based process, also promoted Mr. Obi to the rank of Chief Superintendent of Police. Recall that Mr. Obi, who heads the Financial and Cybercrime Unit at Zone 16 Command, Yenagua, was also recognized recently for his uncommon integrity by Governor Doye Diri, who presented him with a brand new Toyota Corolla and a fully furnished 3-bedroom bungalow. Speaking on Tuesday in Abuja during the decoration ceremony for the police officers of the year 2023 and 2024, the IGP said the police force is entering a new era where excellence is rewarded and mediocrity has no place, stressing that accelerated promotion is now granted for outstanding officers based on merit and not influence.
The initiative is not designed to replace our existing promotion structure. On the contrary, it complements it. Between 2023 and today, over 10,000 officers have been promoted through our regular and transparent promotion exercises. In this force, promotion is no longer about who you know, it's about what you contribute. Let me be unequivocal. There is no gender advantage, no ethnic preference, no religious pathway, only merit.
He also took a swipe at critics of the ongoing police reforms, warning that disinformation campaigns on social media will not derail progress.
Now, social media has become a playground for professional mischief makers and agents of institutional sabotage. They twist facts, malign notable men, and attempt to discredit noble efforts with shameless dishonesty. Let me send them a clear and final message. Your lies will not derail our reforms. Your noise will not drown our resolve. And your provocations, if sustained, will be met with lawful consequences. The Nigerian Police Force is moving forward, with or without your approval.
The IGP charged the newly promoted officers to view their elevation as a call to greater responsibility and urged others in the force to emulate their dedication. He also reaffirmed that portraits of awardees would be displayed at force headquarters and across zonal and state commands to inspire other officers.
Please, your new ranks carry a heavier burden, not just a higher badge. The standard has been raised. The expectations are greater, but I trust you will rise to meet them, as you have consistently done. And to the rest of the force, the doors of honor are wide open, but they will not be entered with empty hands. Bring your excellence, bring your discipline, bring your results.
You are listening to the Golden Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golden FM Yenagua. Still to come, more news, please stay tuned.
Stay locked on your Golden Station 97.5 Golden FM. Shining brighter than ever. 97.5 FM, the gold standard of radio.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the Golden Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golden FM. And now for the rest of the bulletin. Bayelsa State Government has constituted a 7-member committee to investigate the immediate and remote causes of the leadership tussle in Anibeze community in Sagbama local government area of the state. The committee, which is saddled with the responsibility of coming up with recommendations on the dispute over the Anibeze paramount ruler's position, is also mandated to look into the Bayelsa State chieftaincy law as regards individuals who are qualified to be traditional rulers. Senator Lawrence Orujekbo, the Deputy Governor, set up the committee on Tuesday at a meeting with stakeholders of Anibese community and relevant government officials, including Mrs. Ebisi Ndiomo Brown, the member representing Sagbama Constituency 3 at the State House of Assembly in Government House, Yenagoa. Senator Orujekbo spelled out the committee's terms of reference to include ascertaining the emergence of the two contending chiefs claiming the paramount ruler position of Anibese community and identify which of them meets the requirements of the Bayelsa State Chieftaincy Law. He also charged the committee to confirm from the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs whether it recognizes any of the two chiefs, and if the ministry did, the committee should state why and how the person was recognized.
Law with regards to those who are entitled to be chiefs in their communities and those who are not entitled to be chiefs in their communities. That is the first thing. Two, look at the process of bringing out the two contending ways, the two paramount rulers. Look at the process. Which of them meets with the process of the Bayelsa State Chieftaincy Law? Confirm from the Ministry of Local Government whether they recognize any of the two chiefs. And if they did, how and why did they recognize him or recognize them? You have this not a very long matter. So 3 weeks to get this sorted out.
The Deputy Governor further directed the committee to liaise with the Anibese community and initiate the machinery of conducting a new election into the office of the Chairman of the Community Development Committee, CDC, and that of the Youth President, and submit their report within 3 weeks.
The committee set up the process for the machinery to elect the new CDC chairman, and the new CDC chairman will go to the quarter to which the new chairman is supposed to go. 3 weeks to submit your report. And within these 3 weeks, initiate the process of conducting the CDC chairman chief election in Anibese. And if the new president's tenure has also expired, give him the privilege of the month he has not consummated, and then conduct election for those positions. And then find out the position of the woman leader, then deal with that. And then you need to also, in the process, let also the state of the constitution of Anibese community. Is there any good written constitution? If there is none, then when they finish their elections and the processes, they have to initiate the process of getting a very good constitution for the community.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Governor has declared the removal of Mr. Akeni Anthony, the current CDC Chairman, and Mr. David Ofuana, Youth President, as illegal, and directed that they should serve out their remaining term before the conduct of fresh elections. Senator Orujekbo, who admonished the people of Anibese community to maintain law and order, said nobody or group of persons has the right to ostracize any community member, pointing out that such acts violate the constitution of the country. The chairman of the committee is Honorable Michael Magbisa, Commissioner for Special Duties, Bayelsa West, while Mrs. Mercy Alafuru, head of ESCO, Deputy Governor's Office, is to serve as secretary. Other members are High Chief Perekeme Betola, Special Advisor to the Governor on Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Tariq Bideg, Rural Development Authority Chairman of Toro Abubu, Mr. Tari Afenfia, Councillor representing Ward 13, Sagbama Local Government, Mr. Tamnobere Ogwo, Governor's Special Representative for Sagbama, and Mr. Vote Salem, Special or Technical Advisor to the Governor on Boundary Matters. The Bayelsa State House of Assembly Committee on Works has assured Bayelsans of timely completion and quality delivery of ongoing projects across the state. Honorable Bernard Kenebai, chairman of the committee, gave the assurance on Monday when he led other lawmakers and stakeholders for an inspection on the Ingbi Road and Maritime Bridge, the new Yenagoa City to the NLNG link road to the airport, the dualization of the Sample Road, the internal road network at Bayelsa Medical University Sample Campus, and the 1.5-kilometer Kalama Access Road. Addressing newsmen after the tour, Honorable Kenebai, who is also the member representing Sagbama Constituency 2, noted that sound filling and structural works are progressing steadily and most contractors have assured completion before December.
promised us a completion time that should be done before December, and we have interacted with them. The contractors are on site, they are up and about, very serious with the business, and so we are again satisfied. They assured us of the fact that Bayelsa State government is not owing them. They also don't have any serious issues with the communities. Those issues that come up are sorted out right there by the supervising ministry. We are again delighted with that, and so we look forward to the completion of this project so that Bayelsans can actually use those places and to add value to us.
Also speaking, Honorable Bobo Obolo Monday, the lawmaker representing Southern Ijaw 2, emphasized that the oversight exercise is crucial to ensure that funds appropriated for infrastructure projects are properly utilized, and highlighted Governor Diri's commitment to distributing projects across all senatorial districts. In his remarks, Honorable Ted Lemufero, member representing Yenagoa Constituency 3, noted that the roads and bridges are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also vital in connecting communities and enhancing local content. Honorable Lemufero commended the governor for empowering indigenous contractors.
Let Bayelsans know that we are working and we're putting contractors on their toes. The third important thing is that contractors are paid, and so no contractor have the excuse of not meeting our timeline.
And so, as I said earlier, apart from the aesthetic, the beauty of this road, we have functionality. Communities are connecting communities, and they are not just doing work that are shabby, but they are doing quality jobs. I am happy that the local contents too involved.
Now, speaking on behalf of the Nigeria Association of Civil Engineers, Engineer Dr. Happiness Makateli assured that the civil engineers will continue to provide technical guidance to ensure that all contracts deliver the required quality. On his part, Engineer Augustine Edemia, a project contractor, assured that despite weather challenges, the Kalama Road project will meet the promised completion timeline between November and December, stressing that the team is committed to quality, cost effectiveness, and timely delivery.
That we stand to always support the efforts of the House Committee on Works. We stand to give them our guidance, our technical proficiencies, to ensure that whatever has been given out and appropriated to these contractors is expended to achieve the quality of the project.
We as contractors here, we are given our timelines, and we assure you of the three basic aspects of a project, which is the quality, the cost aspect, and the timelines, and we are abiding with that. We have told the ministry, give or take, the weather is not our constraint. We are still working on site. By November, December, we are promising handling of this road.
Now to the foreign scene, the Rwandan government has confirmed that it will receive up to 250 migrants from the United States. Mrs. Yolanda Makolo, Rwandan government spokesperson, confirmed this in an interview. While details remain scarce, Mrs. Makolo clarified that the East African nation retains discretion over who will be resettled under the agreement. This latest deal came as the U.S. ramps up its deportation agenda under the administration of President Donald Trump, which has sought out controversial arrangements with several countries, including South Sudan and Eswatini, to receive deported migrants. And that's the Golden Sunrise National the World News from 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. But before we go, here's a recap of our major stories. President Bola Tinubu has signed the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Bill into law. Federal government has forecast a 5-day flash flood in 19 states. The Inspector General of Police has promoted Bayelsa-born officer who rejected $17,000 bribe. Bayelsa government has reconstituted a fact-finding committee to investigate Anibeze chieftaincy tussle. On the foreign scene, Rwanda has agreed to take 250 migrants from the U.S. That's the Sunrise News. For news stories, comments, and observations, please send us an email at goldingfmyenagoa@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok on 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. The news was edited by Bright Opal. I am Moyes Steven. Good morning, and thanks for listening.
Golden FM. Yeah. 97.5.